smoke this first.
Looking like.
When you get a new smoker or you're new to the smoking game, you want to start out with something easy and cheap, like this pork shoulder here and these pork neck bones. I know as soon as you get your smoker and everything, you're new to the smoker game, you want to get started with a brisket and started with those ribs. Those are super expensive. Right now they are. So you want to start out with something cheap. You don't want to mess up, those nice ribs and that nice brisket that you paid all that money for and you spend all that time getting ready and trimming and everything. So this is why I suggest something like this here because we don't have to do any trimming. And once again, they're cheap. Y'all saw the price I paid for them. You know, I go on searches for prices and stuff like this. I search about 5 stores to make sure that I get the best price. Just like my grandmama and them used to do. So, we gonna get these ready here. We're gonna do it real simple, you know. This just to get you acclimated with smoking and everything, so you don't just jump out the window and go crazy and you be disappointed and you say, hey, you know what, I'm not doing that again. So that's why I suggest these little items like this. I'm gonna start a little series, and be like, hey, smoke this first before you jump into this. So yeah. All right, y'all, let's get started. Let's get everything dried off, of course. So we're gonna keep this super simple. Start out with simplicity first. We get to learn just our flavors. So we just gonna start with salt and pepper. So that way we just get used to say, okay, get used to our salt and pepper ratios and everything that we're gonna use. And then we start adding our flavors as we start getting used to everything one by one. So next time you do this, so you take it in stages and you say, okay, now let me add some. After I did salt and pepper and they got that mastered, now let me go salt, pepper, garlic, onion, and then start adding some aromatics and stuff like that, and then sugars, and then you get to the level you start making your own seasons at that point. But as always, get a trusted rub that you believe in. You won't believe sometimes how good just good old plain salt and pepper is. So we're gonna use our eye. And then if you want to be scientific with it, a good rule of thumb is just 1 teaspoon per pound of protein using Diamond Crystal kosher salt. So this pork shoulder is 3.5 pounds. And I got 3.5 pounds of neck bone. Plus, Diamond Crystal kosher salt is very forgiving. All right, let's get our pepper. This is fresh ground black pepper. And when you do these cheap meats good, woo-wee, people gonna be loving you. You probably make you some money. And it'll be like, hey, cuz, can you go ahead and smoke some neck bones for me? Yeah, they're gonna be hitting you up like that. This should do us pretty good. All right, let's get on outside. Our charcoal today is gonna be Kingsford's Professional. We don't need too much. Start off small first. Let's go with a little more. So y'all, just about that much right there to get us going, to get this fire started. We're gonna give these Duraflame Fire Start cubes a try today, y'all. Let's see what they're about. All right, so that down. Ooh, I like how they light. I think I may be rocking out with these. So we got a pretty long cook. I'm estimating about at least 5 hours. So we know we got to go with hickory wood. It's all good. All right, so right now I got it at the super smoky temperature at 150. We just gonna try to get up to here. But we're gonna put it on now. So as soon as we get up to here, we're gonna shut our bottom vents down. So another thing too, when you first started smoking, don't be one of 1 p.m., 2 p.m. in the daytime smokers. I know I'm old, but go ahead, get on up. So we on up in the morning, you know. We're just gonna go like that on the pork shoulder. And go ahead, let's see, yeah. We go bone down on the neck bone. Ooh wee. Yeah, look at all that beautiful meat. You know what? Now I think I'm gonna go ahead and put a probe in here to monitor this, to get up to 160, and then we're gonna go ahead and do some wrapping. So let me go get my thermometer. Be right back. I'm gonna go over here. We're gonna let this just do its thing. And like I said, I'm gonna come check on it, make sure my temperature right, and adjust the vents. Well, I might be cool because I only got one vent open right now. All right, people. So we're about an hour and a half in. I just been lazily kicking it around, so I let it get a little above 250. But let's go ahead and shut down this vent to keep it at the 250. Let's see how we're looking. All right, I got a little spritz here, balsamic vinegar and water. Pork shoulder still doing okay. A little on the sides there. So I'm gonna probably go ahead and wrap these neck bones in probably about a good old, I'll probably give it an hour. This probably gonna take probably another 2 hours to get the bark the way I want. So let's continue. Live fire, y'all, too. So see that, y'all, we rolling at a perfect 250. So we had 2 hours now, so let's check this out. See what we looking like. All right, check out the prettiness on these neck bones. And that's just salt and pepper, y'all. And good old hickory wood. So these pork neck bones, 30 more minutes, and I'm gonna go ahead and wrap them. Got at least another hour to go on that pork shoulder like we discussed before. So let's go ahead and get some spritz on here. It's smelling like a smokehouse out here, baby. All right, half an hour, and then we're gonna go ahead and wrap. All right, let's take these neck bones off. Color is looking real good on them. You got any room for your cousin? Oh. All right. There we go. It's probably gonna take, I'd say, about a good hour and a half for these to braise and get the tenderness I want on these here. Like I say, with this here, we give it about another half an hour, maybe 45 minutes, and we go ahead and wrap this baby. We are at 160 degrees. All right, let's get this off. Yeah, that looked beautiful there. Get this out for now. So I got my hot hands, got the gloves, got my undergloves. I'm good, y'all. Man, this look beautiful. Got good color on all sides. Alright, let's get it wrapped up. You know I need more than that for that. This is just the regular aluminum foil. We don't got the heavy duty this time. Nice little tight wrap. All right, let's get this back onto the smoker. I'm probably gonna pull it right around 205. Back on now, and you hide out right here. hopefully 2 hours for this. I got maybe about another hour for this, and that's it. We gonna be good. 3.5 hours in. Let's see if these neck bones are tender yet. Oh yeah. Ooh. Ooh. Look at that, y'all. Bam, bam, bam. Like butter. All right, coming off. So now you know. 3.5 hours for neck bones. 250 degrees. All right, folks. The meter thermometer is reading at 205. So it's time to take off. So how do we know for sure though? We got, oh yeah. See? That's how we know for sure. If it's probing like that, we can, if it slides through like butter, it's ready to go. I got some chicken breasts on here. The old lady, while I was doing this experiment for y'all, said, make me some chicken breasts for the work week. So she got her chicken breasts. It's a win-win for everybody. All right. All right, y'all, we finished letting everything rest up. It's been resting for about an hour. It's been resting for about a couple hours. See what we got. See what some good, simple barbecue will look like. But I'm going for it right now. Man, still hot. Yeah, y'all. Don't be like me. Let it go ahead and cool. So everything will pull with no problem. Woo. Alright, that's clean bone. Shred up. See what these neck bones look like. Ooh-wee. Oh man. It's coming off the bone. Hey y'all, you forget sometimes how good salt and pepper can be. Oh my God. That good old pork for cheap. So I recommend you do these cheap cuts of meat like this first so you can get acclimated with smoking and acclimated with your tool of choice, your smoker of choice, so you know what it does. Like with mine's, I know mine's backward and forwards now. I had it 6 years, the Weber Smoky Mountain. That's it, y'all. Just want to, show y'all that real quick. How we could turn something so cheap into masterpieces. Peace.